Hey, what is up, everybody? Zerofatzreturns here, coming at you on behalf of EpicConversions.com. Guys, I got a really special guest with me today. I was looking around on YouTube, as I often do, and I stumbled upon this really cool YouTube channel called Ryan Hustle B. And, Ryan's a guy who he teaches people how to make money online, but he has a focus on his channel right now with cryptocurrencies. And if you don't know what that is, that's like Bitcoin and stuff like that. And he kind of educates people on those and kind of shows them how that they can use them and make money. And it's just a really cool YouTube channel. So check it out. But that being said, I want to welcome Ryan to the show today. Thanks for being on, man.
All right, hey, how you doing, guys? Thanks.
Ryan, listen, man, maximum respect, first of all. I really did enjoy your channel the other day. I was looking at it. I watched several videos. I thought it was great. I even subscribed to you. I'm a new subscriber to you, by the way. Um, but I want, I, wa- I want to ask you, man. For those people out there who don't know who you are, could you tell everybody a little bit about you and what you do?
Okay, all right, sure. All right, but first off, my name is Ryan Williams. I'm also known as Ryan Hustle B on the YouTube channel. I've been working as a nurse for about 16 years as a nurse. I did multiple things, man. I mean, anything from I was a power seller on eBay. I was in CPA lead marketing for 5 years. Like I was talking to you before, we were talking about the FBA. Just now starting now. I'm going to go ahead and get on the FBA, the bandwagon right now. But I have been selling on Amazon for a long time. I think the FBA will actually benefit me a
I
lot
love
better.
FBA, man.
Yeah, exactly. And I also do like a lot of trash runs and stuff like that, just looking for like gold in the street. Right? I tell a lot of people that there's money everywhere to be made. Just gotta learn to look for it. And who knows, you might find the next great thing. I found a doll house in the trash one time, and I sold the doll house for $2,500 on eBay to somebody.
Woo!
So
Nice.
it's stuff like this all the time. I think this Tuesday we found 500 music CDs, 100 Blu-ray DVDs, and they always in there, basically brand new condition and with CDs. So I'm starting listing those on FBA and make some more money on it. All
Hey,
right, I'm
listen,
also
man.
uh,
You absolutely right, man. I love that trash haul stuff, man, because I used to know where this recycling center was. This little, it was just a you just can drop your recycling stuff off whenever, just paper stuff, right? And we'd always stop there because it was close to where we would drop our kids off for school, And man, I tell you what, I cannot tell you how many times I found crazy stuff in there that shouldn't even been there, man. Like one time, the school unloaded like 30 textbooks that they were done with. I
yeah,
sold those
yeah.
things for like $60 a piece, dude, on Amazon. It was ridiculous.
And some people get embarrassed. They say, "I don't want to dig in the trash." I mean, but listen, if you saw $100 bill sitting in the trash can, would you grab it? A lot of people,
Exactly.
well, yeah, I grab it. That's $100 bill. Okay, but listen, it's still $100 bill, but it's in a different form. And and if you don't like whatever you grab out the trash, you can always just throw it back out. You know, uh, uh, and I do like your channel too. I've been watching you for a while. You helped me out with the ebooks. Now I'm a four-time best-selling author on Amazon Kindle.
Woo! Nice, man. That's awesome, dude.
Check out my book, How to Make Money in 24 Hours. And it's basically my personal list of all the stuff I can do to make money fast. So if you're getting your car repossessed and you got to pay a phone bill, your electric about to be cut off, and you need to make money fast, like 24 hours, these are methods to hurry up and put money in your pocket, fast as you can.
All right, you guys heard that here first, man. How to Make Money in 24 Hours by Ryan W. here. Make sure you get over to YouTube, or I'm sorry, make sure you get over to Amazon there and check his book out. I didn't know that, man. That's pretty awesome, dude. I'm gonna have to check that out.
So yeah, yeah. I'm kind of working on my part two to that. But yeah, I like Amazon Kindle, man. It's been going real well for me for a long time. That's why I owe it all to you, man. You helped me. I'm cranking the books out, and then my quality has gotten a lot better. And now that I'm used to the system, I'm really starting to write even like novels and stuff. Now I'm taking my time writing novels. Now I really know how to use the system.
Man,
A lot.
have you ever delved into any of the fantasy fiction type stuff that they sell on there? I heard there's a pretty consistent market for that. Like people just keep on buying
I
them.
started with Zombie Slayer as my first book, but I don't know. The story just went all types of ways on it. So that was like my first book I put on there. But once I did like the recipes, the joke books, the knock knock joke. If you say knock knock joke, but it's probably one of my books on there. You see that?
Nice,
And
dude. That's a nice angle, man. I like that joke angle.
yeah, exactly. So it's a learning process. And once you learn how to fluently get on there and write, it's a lot easier.
All right, Ryan. So listen, man, take us back to the beginning, dude. How did you get started online to begin with? And, how did that get to cryptocurrencies? Because,
All
dude,
right,
there's a massive man, there's a massive difference between, man, that's like little league baseball all the way to NFL football between cryptocurrencies and, selling stuff on Amazon.
exactly. And I'm gonna tell you a little story about what happened, and this gonna play into the whole cryptocurrency how I got started. Right? And first of all, I grew up in Philadelphia, Southwest Philadelphia. All right, yeah, go Phillies. All right, and
Nice.
and we grew up in a poor neighborhood. Right? We lived, well, I say the projects. Right? We never really had much. And I used to like watching the commercials, the Like Mike commercials. You remember those?
Oh, yeah.
Like Mike, it'd be Like Mike and Space Jam. And
Like,
I wanted a pair of the name brand sneakers. I'm not gonna say the name, but you guys know what his sneakers. And my parents, they that they always had thought that as long as I got clothes on my back, shoes on my feet, then that was the brand really didn't. And the brand didn't matter, which was true, if I didn't live in the city. And wearing bobos in the city, you get bullied and picked on every day. And plus, I really wanted these things. I looked up to Michael Jordan.
for sure.
And so what I did, I just said, you know what? If my parents can't afford it, I'm going to try to find a way to get these sneakers I want. And I did, everything. I sat back and thought of everything I can do to try to hustle up some money. And that's what I did. I went from shoveling snow to washing cars, washing car windows, raking leaves, collecting cans to recycle. I even got the whole neighborhood of all the kids together to collect bottles, like these little plastic bottles.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know that you can get 5% for each plastic bottle and turn them in the stores and
Nice.
add up like that. So for every plastic bottle was like 25 cents. So I just basically got the whole neighborhood, all the kids to do it, collected all the bottles, and I gave them, like a little fee or something. I gave them a little something. But then
Right.
I turned in the bottles. So I did a lot of hustles like that all growing up. And then eventually I got my pair of brand name sneakers. I got
Wow.
actually a few pair of sneakers and clothes. And I started realizing, yo, why is everybody not doing this? And I look on the news and you see, a kid was shot and killed over his pair of sneakers. And I realized, well, why the guy had to go rob and shoot somebody for a pair of sneakers? But he could be out here hustling, grinding legal ways and get the same exact thing. And that's what my whole channel is about. It's about teaching people how to go out there and make something happen, even when you don't have much. Because there's money all around us. And it's not just money. Just go out there and get that whole work ethic on. You can maybe start a business. I mean, it's so much you can do, rather than just sitting still and not doing anything. And this is how the cryptocurrency is going, because the cryptocurrencies is like another one of my hustles. It's like a science to this. So once people start learning more and more about it, then they'll know, how to invest or how not to invest. And this is like the future. Let me see. I don't want to go too deep with it because we start getting too technical. And a lot of YouTubers, a lot of people do that. They get a little too technical and they kind of throws you like, huh?
Eyes are gonna glaze over, aren't they? They're gonna glaze over. They don't know what's going on here, man. I'm done. I'm done with this video.
Because when I first started, it was like that. You get on there, okay, we're getting a new mining algorithms with such and such killer hash produces this amount of Bitcoin using these low power consumption. You want the X11 scripts to mine these certain coins, and these script coins to mine this type of coin. I mean, it was so much into it.
It's true,
And
man. That was blowing my mind because
okay, what is this? Oh, well, Bitcoin is just digital money. Okay, well, why didn't you just say that? Okay, so what's the difference between Bitcoin and regular money we use? Well, Bitcoin is let's see, how can I explain this a little easier? It is it's like a generated coin, basically. It's a digital currency that you can basically send anywhere in the world without any fees at all. So, for instance, if you lived in China and I wanted to send you $500, I would have to use like a Western Union and wire you the money over, and then there would be a fee. Right? And if let's say I had $1 million in my bank account, there will be actual fees that the banks always tack on to you. Sometimes they give you like little interest rates, but it's nothing. If you overdraft, everybody knows about overdraft. If you overdraft your account, they charge you a $35 fee. And I actually wrote a law where they don't want to hit people with a lot of overdraft fees. So what the bank did is replace those with NSF fees, which is basically a processing fee of the same amount. So I got in my bank. I said, "Why you hit me with overdraft fees? I went over by 5 cents, on gasoline. So why you
yeah,
charge $38? If it was a percentage of whatever I spent, shouldn't it be like 6 cents or something? It should be." He said, "No, if you overdraft, then we got to charge you a $38 fee." I'm like, "Okay." So then they stopped on the $38 fees. Then they start charging me an NSF processing fee, which is $38. The same
Yeah.
thing. Wait a minute. And I told the bank,
They
I
think
say,
they're real clever, man.
exactly. So they find ways, they always find ways, even the credit card companies, they find ways to get money out of your pocket. And Bitcoin, you are the bank. Having your own wallet, your own computer, you are the bank yourself. So there is no fees. And if there is a fee, it's like a fraction of a penny. Because
Nice.
a Bitcoin can be broken down. Like if you take a penny and you cut it in four halves, and then take those four halves and cut those in halves, that's how far a Bitcoin can be broken down to.
Wow.
So that's exactly what that's the definition, basically, of a cryptocurrency with Bitcoin. They all started with Bitcoin, and now you have lots of other cryptocurrencies following suit.
Which is it's really interesting, man, because I was looking, I think the other day that like one Bitcoin is worth like almost 700 USD. So it's not like this is a little tiny thing. I mean, you break this Bitcoin down, and it's actually still a significant amount of money.
And if you bought Bitcoin last year, I think Bitcoin was around $200. So if you bought one Bitcoin last year, you were already tripled your money. And they are planning even going even higher because of the halving. So the halving is basically when the miners mine Bitcoin, you get about 12 Bitcoins every 8 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And this is what the actual blockchain rewards people for hashing these algorithms. These algorithms are basically transactions. So if I want to send you money, it goes to the blockchain and it verifies the money I'm sending you is the exact amount I'm sending you, and you're actually the recipient that's going to receive that money. That's what the blockchain does. Instead of going through a bank or a clearinghouse or something like that, it actually goes from person to person, just using a blockchain to verify all of it.
It's crazy, man. I was reading an article in Business Week, I think last year, about Bitcoin and how like they're using a ton of energy to like mine these Bitcoins, and it kind of blew my mind a little bit, dude. I was just like, man, I don't even understand what reality this is. I don't understand what's going on here. And can anybody just make a coin out of thin air? I mean, can we all just
So,
make our own currency now? I don't even know if I trust this stuff.
and that's the thing about Bitcoin. You can't make it. There's only 21 million that ever will be produced. You just can't make it. It's so encrypted. And that's the thing about cryptocurrency. It's like an encrypted digital, currency the computer generates it, and you just can't copy it at all.
Wow.
So what people have to do, you have to mine for the coins or buy the coins. And that's why it's getting down to crunch time, because now mining, every time people mine coins and they get blocked, the difficulty gets harder. And it gets harder and harder and harder, and it gets so hard that you would need more hashing power. You need more computing power and more power to mine these certain coins. So as
Wow.
it gets harder, like in the early days of Bitcoin, you can mine 1,000 Bitcoin with your basic home computer. Now it's gotten to the point where you need an entire warehouse of ASIC miners to mine these Bitcoins.
That's
So for me and
crazy.
you to mine them now, we can't get them. And it's getting harder to get, so it's also going to drop the value up even higher. So what these other cryptocurrencies is basically like just like the sneakers. The other cryptocurrencies are the off brands, and Bitcoin is the main name brand. Right, so that's why I
Yeah.
said on that, because every all the other cryptocurrencies are still based off Bitcoin. Even if you like Ethereum is the second highest cryptocurrency one, but it's only worth $11, and
Right.
the market cap is 965 million. Now Bitcoin is up to almost 10 billion. So the next cryptocurrency under Bitcoin is only worth like less than 10% of Bitcoin's value in the whole.
In the world of cryptocurrencies, I guess Bitcoin is kind of like Google.
Yeah, exactly. Now, if all the cryptocurrencies combined in a market cap, it's a total of 12 billion dollars.
Wow.
And Bitcoin has 10 billion. So the other 703 cryptocurrencies all fall under the rest of the 2 billion. So that's how powerful Bitcoin is. And this is why I tell people it's okay to play with these other altcoins, but in turn, you're eventually going to have to go back to Bitcoin because everything is based on Bitcoin. So even with the Ethereum, the Dash coin, Steam dollar, it all converts back to Bitcoin because that's the only way you can spend the money basically is through Bitcoin.
That's interesting you mentioned that, man, because I've been seeing Bitcoin for a while now, but I haven't been too into it because it all seems very unstable to me. Like very like I'm not sure if I put money into this situation, am I even going to get money back? I don't know what's going on, and I kind of wasn't trusting it too much. So
Yeah.
then I just recently, man, I discovered this site called Steemit, right? Like steemit.com. I know you know what I'm talking about. Um, and of course that led me back to the cryptocurrency of Steem because I'm like, man, what is all the, how are people making money on these articles on Steemit? What is this all about, you know? And
So,
so I was interested in it. I published a few articles on there, checked it out. But
mhm.
whatever, I want to ask you now, man, what's your take on Steemit.com? And what do you think about like the stability of these cryptocurrencies? How safe is it for people to invest in them, man?
Well, uh, but Steam is one of those sites that but the value has been dropping on Steam. 'Cause you had a lot of whales coming there early on and invest a lot of money into Steam, drop the price up, and then once it got up high enough, they hurried and bailed out of Steam.
Ooh,
So that's why I think Steam is worth 60 cents right now, and like 2 weeks ago it was worth like $2 or $3 for it. It's been going down. But the thing about Steam, Steam is like a social network, kind of like a Reddit, and you get rewarded for certain content. Like you post an article, you post videos, blog posts, anything, you get rewarded, which is a great idea. But a lot of people don't remember is that Steam is not the first cryptocurrency based social network. Right? There's been many social networks that are out. There's FutureNet. The Red Coin was a specific cryptocurrency made for social networks. And now Redcoin is worth basically nothing because Facebook, it was going to integrate Redcoin with Facebook, but something happened and that deal didn't go through. So that wound up crashing. And I think Facebook has the power itself to create their own currency themselves. They really don't need another currency to come in and execute.
you're
That
right,
was
dude. That would be
exactly,
that would be the social network to do it, wouldn't it?
yeah, exactly. So that's what Redcoin. They wanted it, now. Then it became something like a tipping service. So that's what Redcoin was, and that's a failed experiment. And now you have other cryptocurrencies coming up trying to do the same thing, trying to create a social network using these. But the thing about Steam I don't like is that if Steam, why did Steam come out with a Steam token or Steam coin? Why couldn't they just use Bitcoin? Bitcoin is already in the market, it's already out there. Why create your own currency and then try to promote your own currency, the Steam power, the Steam token? You can just use Bitcoin in the first place. It'd been a lot easier. More people already know about it. More people have it, and it'll probably be much easier to use it on the network. But why create your own entirely new currency and then encourage people to spend their Bitcoin to buy this new currency, which is failing now? So what happened to all the which is exactly. So if I created a site and I called it, I don't know, Ryan coin.
Yeah,
I
the
bought the
Ryan
only
coin.
website is to call is to buy my Ryan coins. But to buy my Ryan coin, you need 1 Bitcoin to buy a Ryan coin.
Yeah.
And once you buy all the Ryan coins, now Ryan has a whole bunch of coins, and now that I my site now, I'm gonna go sell all my Bitcoin I just made and spend those and keep you with the Ryan coins. So after the Ryan
Awesome,
coins, now the Ryan coins ain't worth nothing. So now what do you do? But
man.
I'm gonna give them a chance, and this also I would say don't spend any money on the site, just withdraw from it. So if you do a post and you make $10,000, good. Go ahead and grab that and take that out of the site. But here's the thing: when you take it out of the site, you're going to have to transfer it over to Bitcoin to spend it in the first place. So you're not spending a Steam coin at the store; you're actually spending Bitcoin that you just acquired from selling your Steam coins into Bitcoin.
Nice. There's definitely an exchange process there. There's definitely an exchange process there. You're not going to be able to spend that money right off the bat. You're going to have to transfer it to Bitcoin and then transfer it to USD or whatever country you're in, or you can spend the Bitcoin. Uh, well, around here I can't spend Bitcoin. There's just a few places that would take Bitcoin. Uh, yeah,
I
but
use a site like gift.com. It's like GYFT.com. You can transfer your Bitcoin into gift cards too. And it's like 200, 300 like retailers on here. You can spend your Bitcoin that way. You can go to Coinbase and actually cash your Bitcoin out for real cash, like right now. You can't do that with any other cryptocurrency. I
wow,
think Dash Coin, I think a few places are accepting Dash. I think Litecoin, certain places still accepting that. But other than that, most of these coins you can't cash them out. You have to sell them for Bitcoin. So it's okay to play with the cryptocurrencies when you're not investing your real hard earned money into them. But I wouldn't really invest into them. I would just try to do like I provided my channel. I try to give people the ways to get them for free, and then you can turn them into Bitcoin, which you actually can.
That's one of the things I do love about your channel too, man, is you show people how they can invest in these currencies a little bit without spending any of their money. So,
Yeah.
and I think that's really cool, man. I saw a couple of your videos that you were talking about that. So that kind of brings me to my next question, man. Listen, if someone was brand new to cryptocurrencies, but they wanted to learn more and they wanted to possibly invest, where would you send them? And like what cryptocurrency, and I think you've touched on this a little bit, but what cryptocurrencies, if any, do you think is the safest place to invest your money?
Right? The safest by far, if anything, is Bitcoin. That's the best. It's been there for 7+ years. There's $10 billion in market cap. It's being spent. I think right now, 24 hours, it's up to $75 million has been spent just in this 24-hour period. It's
What?
Bitcoin is king right now. No other cryptocurrency on the market is even near Bitcoin at all. So that's the one I would actually invest in. I also look at Dash Coin. It's actually another digital cash coin, and some retailers are accepting Dash Coin. Now, all this Monero and Litecoin, even Monero has been going up. It's word that they're about to join or be integrated with the dark market. Anything about with the dark market or deep web, you really don't want to be affiliated with. You know, a lot of people don't know about Silk Road. Silk Road was a kind of underground website they used to spend Bitcoin to buy like illegal drugs, guns, prostitutes, and all that on there.
Woo.
Start getting to these dark markets, dark web. I would kind of just leave it alone. But number one is really Bitcoin if you really want to start investing in it. But try to get it as cheap as possible or free. You know,
Do you
so,
see the market flux? Sorry, go ahead, man. My bad.
yeah, I mean, and that's the main thing. If you have to invest in cryptocurrency, but the safer bet would be like hard assets like gold and silver, stuff like that. You can all you can have in your hand actually keep. As for that Bitcoin, it is good. I would invest a little bit, but not too much. Not your whole life savings into the cryptocurrency. Always diversify.
Do you see the Bitcoin? Do you see it? You've been following it longer than I have, man. Do you see it fluctuating wildly a lot, or does it still stay pretty steady? Or
It's actually been steady. This year it's been steady pretty good, around 550 to about 600. It's actually been going pretty well. But when if it does go down, like now, it's down 0.8%. I mean, that's not much, compared to these other coins. It's down 45%, 50%. It's actually been pretty stable right
I was reading
now.
something the other day that was saying, I think this was last year. They were getting ready to they're getting ready to like have Bitcoin or whatever. They're getting ready to have it, and I was like, man, I didn't know what that was, man. What do they mean by that? They're gonna have it.
Well, they have is basically this deals with the miners and how to get the Bitcoin. Because
Okay.
the miners have to mine and process these algorithms and mathematical equations and everything to be rewarded with Bitcoin. So every 8 to 10 minutes, uh, they was receiving about 25 Bitcoins. And now being the halving comes every 4 years, Bitcoin breaks into a half. Difficulty gets harder and it makes it even harder to get. So now it
Wow.
has to 12.5 Bitcoins every 8 to 10 minutes. And then in 4 more years, it's going to have again down to 6 Bitcoins every 8 to 10 minutes. You see what I'm saying? It's going to keep breaking down lower and lower to make it harder and harder to get. So
So,
the harder it gets, the value goes up even higher and higher.
wow, that's crazy.
So
That's really something, man.
yeah, exactly.
So,
So it's a science to this, but I like it. It's fun, but don't invest a whole lot of money in these things unless you really know. It's okay to invest a little bit, but it's a gamble. It's a
yeah,
gamble.
because you don't know what it's gonna do.
Exactly. But if you get it for free, like my chap promote getting it for free, you don't lose anything. So if you invest into Monero coin, I showed people a while ago how to get Monero coin when it was less than a penny. And I've been mining this coin using the miner gate for free. And now my Monero coin is up to $13.
That's
So,
great, dude.
my hundreds of Monero coin I have is already worth a lot of money because I've been mining it, before it got fitted. And that's the only thing I use in my channel. Teach you how to get these cryptocurrencies cheap. And then once the value goes up, then you can go ahead and sell them to get Bitcoin, which you can spend right now.
What made you decide to take a chance on the Monero coin? Was it just because it was under a penny? Was it just like, man, I want to see what this does, or?
Well, if you go to MinerGate, they have a list of like 10 different cryptocurrencies you can mine using your own computer. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to actually mine Bitcoin, but I don't have anywhere near the power to do that. I'm not going to buy an ASIC miner or nothing like that. But on MinerGate, you can mine cryptocurrencies using your home computer.
That's
So that
great.
was just one of the currencies that I mine along with Bytecoin, DigiCoin, a lot of other coins on there. You can set the miner to mine whatever coin it's the best possible value at that
Dude, that's awesome.
time.
All right, man.
Free, so that'll work.
Dude, that is great, man. All right, cool, cool, cool. Ryan, listen, you provided a lot of value for my viewers here today, man. I
So,
appreciate you being on, dude. Before we get out of here, tell us, man, what can we expect from you, in the near future, man? Where can people go to learn more about what you're doing and contact you if they want to get more information?
all right. Well, right now I'm still new, and you can go right to my YouTube channel, Ryan Hustle B. There's also information on you can contact me right through my email. I'm in the process of setting up my whole new Twitter account, probably a new Facebook page. I'm gonna set up specifically for the Ryan Hustle channel and everything. You guys can go ahead and check that out, man, and help build this channel. And thanks a lot, Zero, man. You did a lot, man. You helped me out, with the ebooks and all your videos, man. It just motivated me more and more.
He is Ryan Hustle B from the Ryan Hustle B YouTube channel. Dude, I appreciate you. Maximum respect.